What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before we get going on our video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications, and go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86 TV. And if you got a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do, knockoutboxing86 at yahoo.com is the email address. And don't forget about our live shows. We live every Wednesday and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And you can also catch me live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network, Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But let's go ahead and get it. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and get it popping. Let's get into our video. Let me make sure that's working. All right. And today we gotta talk about this interview that Derek James gave to FightHype. I ain't even listened to it or read it yet. I'm about to read it right now, and I'm gonna let y'all know what I think about it. Cause I'm hearing a lot about this shit, man. I'm hearing a lot about it. So let me see what they talking about, bro. Let me see what they talking about. All right, bet. So he was talking to FightHype, and they asked him about. Obviously, they asked him about Terence Crawford's fighting the shit. He said, or Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. He says, I don't know if the fight can go through or not. I think it's a different negotiation now. It's not today's price for real. Yesterday's price is not today's price. You think about going to one fight, you have this, and you sell this much. So this is who you really are. That was like something else. So there's nothing around you protecting you. So this is who you really are. You can't negotiate from that perspective. There's nothing really to talk about. You take it or you keep moving. That was a bad move. That's all I got to say about that because you found out the truth. Okay. I know that ain't all he said. Let me see if we can find some more quotes from old Derek James. Oh, you know what? If I find some more, I'll do. But I want to focus on that anyway. That's some damn big shit. So he basically saying that he don't know if they gonna fight or not because basically Terence Crawford shit flopped, didn't do good. And what you were negotiating before you did this shit, before you did the Avenesian fight, that price ain't the same, bro. Like your worth, your market value, that shit done dropped. And if you look at how Terence Crawford got criticized going into the David Avenesian fight, you look at the actual card for the David Avenesian fight, you look at the fact that the fight is now free, like that's a telling sign, bro. I keep trying to tell people the fight was free on BLK Prime's YouTube page as of Tuesday. They were just charging people on Saturday $40 for it. So I could have waited 2 days and I could have watched the fight for free. So they're like by doing that, they're letting you know that the value of the product, it did not do well. You don't sell something for $40 and then all of a sudden give it away for free 2 days later unless the sales of the product that you were selling were bad, bro. That's business 101. It just is. No hate, no shade. You just ain't like I got common sense in business. Is kind of it's what I do for a living. Other, YouTube. This is a side hustle. This is my hobby. This is what I love. But my real job, like, bro, sales and all that shit. Like, if you selling something for $40, and then 2 days later you got to give it away for free, you're not doing that if what you were selling was doing well. You're not doing that. If what you were selling on Saturday was doing well and those sales were good from Saturday, you wouldn't be giving it away for free on Tuesday, bro. It's common sense. But anyway, bro, so he's basically saying because of the BLK shit, because of how negotiations went, the same thing that Terence Crawford was getting offered before he took the David Avenesian fight is not what he is going to be getting offered after the David Avenesian fight. So how do we look at that? I mean, it's common. Like, I don't like people that try to spin it how they want to, but if you just look at the facts, it's common sense. So when he went into negotiations with Earl the first time, he was coming off of the Sean Porter victory. Earl was coming off of the Ugas victory. He was coming off of a confirmed best pay-per-view sales of his career, around 150,000. He was coming off the best performance of his career against the best opponent that he had ever faced. He was getting, remember, because go back at the time, he was getting his respect. He was getting his credit. I was telling people, oh man, this is what we've been waiting for. They both want the smoke. We're going to get this fight this year. You know, shout out to both of them. They in negotiations. Fight coming soon. Everyone was excited. So you had leverage. You had, you know what I'm saying? You had shit popping for you to where people felt like, all right, man, y'all can get this shit popping. But the issue is going to come is because now you coming off another poor performing pay-per-view that's probably, like, if we being real, I'd be shocked if it's not the worst pay-per-view performance of his career. When you think of the platform not being well known, I mean, when you're selling HBO, known for boxing at the time, that pay-per-view did horrible. ESPN, worldwide leader in sports, those pay-per-views underperformed. So how do you go off of those well-known platforms against higher level opponents such as a Victor Postol, such as an Amir Khan, such as a Sean Porter, right? Against better names that were perceived to be more competitive fights that people actually wanted to see at the time that they happened, your sales numbers were a certain amount of number. And in this case, you're on a platform like BLK Prime that's less known. This got their first event that they're putting on. The card is underwhelming compared to any other card that you've been on when it was pay-per-view. I mean, come on, bro. Like, it's common sense that it didn't do as well as his other fights. So you dropped your value. And the part where I believe that it's going to make it harder in the negotiations, and I hope I'm wrong, bro. I hope they get this fight done, but it ain't looking good. The part that's going to make it even harder is that if you know anything about Terence Crawford by now, he's not going to come off of, you know what I mean, like what he feel like he worth. Even he does, basically he don't care about the numbers, bro. He don't care about the numbers. He don't care about his market value. All he knows is I got this other belt. So shit, if you want the fight, you gotta give me what I want. Because it's coming from a place of he don't really care about being undisputed too, because he's been undisputed before. And that's something that he holds over Earl's head. Like, hey, I can keep you from being undisputed. Shit, I don't care. I already been undisputed. He really don't care if he fight Earl, bro. And if you don't want the fight as bad as the person that you're negotiating with, you can use that as leverage because you can just be like, shit, if you don't give me what I want, then I'm good. Because he don't want the fight as bad, but nobody wants to talk about that shit. So I actually agree with him, bro. I think, number one, based off of how negotiations went and based off of his performance, the PBC and Earl or whoever's doing his negotiations, they're going to use that shit against Terence Crawford in negotiations for this fight. So I know whatever he thought he was getting, they may offer him less for the fight now. It just is what it is. Sometimes the first deal you get is the best deal. He chose to turn on that, do something else, and now it probably ain't gonna be the same, bro. And on top of that, you also know that Terence Crawford is a prideful individual, and he don't want the fight as bad as Earl do, bro. Let's keep it a buck, bro. Like, he don't want the fight like that. So he ain't hungry for that shit, bro. He ain't really trying to fight Earl like that. So you got those two things that this shit, a reasonable person be like, damn, I need to go ahead and maybe be more flexible because my shit didn't perform like that. And this is a huge fight and it's going to be my biggest payday. So I do need to come off a little bit. A reasonable person would do that, but not Bud Crawford. He's going to be like, shit, I still want what I want. As a matter of fact, I want more now. Or I'll just go back and do this. Or I'll just go back and do that. He don't want the fight for real, bro. And it takes two people to really want the fight. Jermell Charlo and Castano was so easy because they both wanted to fight. Charlo and Tim Tszyu was easy to make because they both wanted to fight. Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez was so easy to make because they both wanted to fight. The only person that's flipping and flopping and pulling out of negotiations and acting as if, you know, they can live without the fight and they can do without the fight, the only one behaving that way is Terence Crawford. And he's behaving that way coming off of event that just didn't do anything to help his market value or help his stock go up, bro. So I agree. I don't see, like, people were sending this shit to me like Oh man, see that means Spence ducking. You see that? Spence ducking will know it's common sense. If you go into negotiations at a high point, fighting Sean Porter, 150,000 pay-per-view buys, coming off the great performance, leaving Top Rank, your name ringing, oh, Bud Crawford coming to get smoked. You go from that to now you coming into negotiation, busted gloves, underperforming pay-per-view, underwhelming card, pulled out of negotiations the first time. Like, bro, your shit done dropped. The only people that don't realize it is him and his diehard fans, bro. So I don't know, bro. I just, man, I'm getting less and less optimistic that we get this fight because I just don't believe that Bud Crawford wants to fight, bro. And y'all can disagree with Tank Davis all you want to, but I really believe this, bro. Say what you want, right? Bud Crawford was going to make more money fighting Earl Spence than any other fight he's ever had in his career. So if you have an opportunity to make any money that you have in your career, if you really believe it, if you really believe you're gonna win, bro, and Tank said this shit, if he believed he was gonna win, he'd have took the deal, bro. If you really believed in yourself that you was gonna win that fight, if you believed that you were gonna beat Earl ass like he says he is, like his fan says he is, then you wouldn't pass up on the opportunity to get as much money as you possibly can. You're not going to convince anyone that he is going to make more money on this David Avenesian fight than he's going to make if he had fought Earl Spence, bro. No one's going to believe that shit. Not a single solitary soul, man. So why would you turn that down if you believe it? He just doesn't believe he's going to win the fight, bro. In my opinion, y'all. Like, shit. Prove me wrong, Terence Bud Crawford. Prove me wrong, bro. But yeah, I think negotiations are going to be even harder this time. So this time, I ain't getting my hopes up. I'll just sit around, and if they announce the fight and have a press conference, we'll get excited at this point. We'll still talk about the shit. We'll still, you know what I mean, cover it. But I'm not telling y'all this fight happening no more. I'm off of that. Bud Crawford has to show me that he really wants the fight. Because that shit was sad, man. That shit was sad that he pulled out negotiations, man, on that bullshit, bro. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Derrick James say today's price is not yesterday's price. And I agree with him. Tell me why I'm wrong for agreeing with him. Tell me how Terence Crawford's stock didn't drop. Tell me how he can demand anywhere near what he was demanded before the fight. The only argument that anyone, before he fought Avenesian, the only argument that anyone can come with is very simple. It's very simple. He got that last belt if Earl want to be undisputed. And if that's your argument, you admitting that he really don't want to fight like that, because ain't he supposed to want that shit too? Just my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment down below, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. Follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. For breakdowns and predictions, you can hit my email, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. Appreciate y'all watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace out, y'all.